All right, let's get into the first film I want to talk about, and that is Spree. This film is produced by Aubrey Drake Graham, and it's written by, let me look this up, and it stars Joe Keery, and he is a he's a actor, and he was in Stranger Things. He played Steve Harrington, which is Nancy's boyfriend in the show, and he this is written and directed by Eugene Kotlakirenko. I don't know, but this guy's a Russian guy, I'm pretty sure. Or yeah. So it's a black comedy horror film, and it's kind of like it's very well done, and it's kind of mostly shown through like social media posts and live streams. And this is a weird premise. So it's about a teenager who wants to go viral. He wants to have a lot of viewers, and he wants to be internet famous. So what he does is he's a rideshare driver, which is basically like Uber. He he has his Uber thing going on out of his car, and he kind of sets up cameras. And what he does is he kind of traps each passenger and live streams him murdering them and doing violent acts to these people. And like he notices that there's a stand-up comedic person in the town that's very popular. So he constantly tries to kind of hop on different waves and gain his popularity by killing big famous people and trying to do all that. And it's this weird thing where this guy has this greed to be internet famous, and he just wants to be this amazing internet personality, and he starts doing these horrible things just to gain attention. And it's just such a cool concept, and such a modern concept. I feel like this movie was needed. A lot of movies like to follow the same blueprint of how they're made and how the stories are structured, and adventure guy goes from point A to point B, and this happens and that happens. But this is like one of those like kind of, it has depth with like how it's socially relevant nowadays. And I feel like I actually thought about how I view, like, should I take a break from social media? I mean, obviously, if I were like, if I were right now to tell you I hate social media and I should stop using social media, that's me being a hypocrite, okay? Because I use social media all the time to, do business, promote my stuff, and get all my stuff done. I love social media. It's a great thing for advertisement. But I'm not that desperate enough to fucking kill people for this. And I feel like this is just showing the side of ourselves that acts not like ourselves on social media for attention in a certain way. This is not saying that all kids nowadays just would kill someone for attention. This is saying that there is always that side of ourselves as people that would do something that we would not normally do for attention on social media. This is what that is saying. And it's not necessarily like the worst thing in the world to be on social media. It's just saying that spending time off of it and not taking it too seriously is a good thing. But it's not like it successfully makes you think about itself, and that's what this movie does well. It makes me think. It's not something to put on just to pass the time. It's something to watch and actually think about and enjoy. So overall, this was definitely, we're gonna put on the watchability scale. This is definitely worth my time. This is a worthy investment of time. That's what it gets on the watchability scale. Pointing it right there. Yeah, so what did you think of the trailers for this? I did a trailer for reaction for this earlier. It actually got a considerable amount of views. It actually got like 116 views. So that's good for my channel. So what did you think of the Spree film? I thought it was excellent, and it made me think. It's a new movie that made me think about it's not just popcorn bullshit. It's something good to think about. It's almost like the American Psycho for the digital age. And you know me, I love American Psycho. If you've seen me and Drew Dumptious talk about that, the first Has Discussions podcast is about American Psycho. I just wanted to do a video on that movie because I love it so much. I read the book that the movie's based on, and I hardly do that because I'm always like, oh, there's no difference. The book and the movie, I don't want to think about that. But with American Psycho, I actually took some time. See, I'll be back right now. I'll show you the proof. I have this book, yo. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Yeah, see, here it is, the American Psycho book. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I listened to a majority of the book on Audible, like an audiobook thing, because I don't really want to read it. But I did like read a little bit of it in the beginning. But I loved it. I love the book. Yeah, it's so crazy how it shows, it almost creates like a specific character role for the main character, and how it creates like an archetype. An archetype in American Psycho is the rich white businessman who steps on the lower class, and in many ways, in monetarily ways, violent ways, and spiritual ways, and that shows the difference between them. And what Spree does is it shows the youthful, depressed child that our age is, and how we mostly want to just get attention on social media, and how we're kind of separated from the real world. And Eugene Kotala and Gene McHugh, who wrote this, really did an excellent job. And also the way it's mostly filmed through cameras and like live cameras on the internet, and live cameras on YouTube, and cameras on social media mainly, and many different streams and phones and stuff that it's on. It's really an excellently well done movie, and it made me think. So I really messed with this. Let me guys who thought of the trailer for it, or if you actually saw the movie. It's available for rent. It's distributed by RLGE Films. RLGE Films is a great film distribution company. They distributed Monster Party and Mandy. Mandy is a great movie. Yeah, great movie. Definitely check out Spree. This is a joy to talk about. The Mike Media Empire. Mike Media Incorporated.